Hi Cancer, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your general messages for the next 2 weeks. So we have co-create, and Gemini got this as well, and yes, I did shuffle a lot. So you're trying too hard to create all that you desire without the nurturing vital force of spirit. Perhaps you're in a creative slump, suffering writer's block, facing a monumental task, but unable to decide on your first step. So you just avoid doing anything. Does the word overwhelmed apply to you right now? Why do you think it has come down to you? Inspiration means the drawing in of divine guidance. You must tap into spirit, not simply yourself. Ask spirit for inspiration. Two minds are greater than one, so co-create with your divine partner. Reclaim your partnership with spirit. Inspiration will flow through you as you soon get out of your own way. Or as soon as you get out of your own way, I should say. So then we have the full moon in Aquarius, and it says show the world the real you, and it says this card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's not a bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold in progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them, and a situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Okay, and then we have White Raven Spirit, and it says trust the magic. So nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events that has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and White Raven Spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eye can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you to the magic and miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see the hand of Great Spirit arranging things in your favor. So I feel like there's something that you need to kind of trust the universe with. Look out for signs. Maybe get out of your own way if you're stopping yourself. I feel like maybe you being like a little bit, possibly even a negative Nancy, or feeling like you shouldn't do something because you don't have the creativity or what you need to be able to get there. And it's kind of saying like, get out of your own way. Your thoughts are in your own way because you're feeling overwhelmed. And it's like, this is saying you need to take a step back from the situation. You're too like invested in what it is that you're trying to like manifest in. So it's saying you need to kind of detach from it a little bit as well. Like maybe look at having a bit of fun, but also maybe you need to kind of show people who you really are. Maybe you need to like get out there creatively and kind of show the world who you are, type of thing, and trust like if there's any sort of signs that are leading you in the direction of like you presenting yourself to other people, or like whether that's for romantic connections, friendships, whether that's for prospects for, you know, new jobs or starting your own business or something like that. Like put yourself out there. Okay, so let's see. So for Cancer, I want to know what is coming in, what are the messages, and what does Cancer need to know. So we have the Two of Cups, the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the World. So first off, we have Virgo energy here. We have Sagittarius, but also Aries and Leo. We have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We have, what do we have? We have Scorpio over here, but also Pisces and Cancer. And then we have King of Swords over here, which is Libra, but also Gemini and Aquarius. So with the bottom of the deck, these are things that you don't see coming, or things that are happening in the shadows. There's definitely a need for you to isolate a little bit right now. Spend some time alone, whether that's to kind of do some sort of healing work, or to gain some sort of wisdom in some way. Once you do, things are going to start moving very quickly. You could be, talking to lots of people, and like after a time of isolation and like putting yourself out there, like I said, with that, like really kind of gaining momentum in something, and you're basically going to close this cycle out of whatever the situation is that you're in now. So the end of this cycle is coming. Maybe it's been a tough cycle for you. Maybe you've had a lot to kind of review within yourself and see, can you get past certain things. It's taught you a lot of lessons, but you are closing this chapter and you're moving on to a new beginning that's going to be very fulfilling and wholesome. So we have the Six of Wands. So your main focus is, like I said, maybe putting yourself out there in some way, getting recognized, getting appreciated for what it is that you bring to the table. It could be that, you're getting some sort of promotion, or someone could be putting you on a pedestal at this time. But this is also about victory and success. So you are focused on how you get your victory and success, right? So we have the Two of Cups here and the Knight of Cups. These are both very romantic energies. So it could be that there's, a connection that you're in that's very balanced and harmonious. A lot of like equal give and take, but then as well there's also mutual feelings between the two of you and mutual respect as well. The Knight of Cups is someone kind of maybe proposing something to you. It could be like an actual marriage proposal, or it could be like, let's go on a date, or let's let's do something fun together, or let's move in together, or whatever it is, and let's go on holiday together. Whatever that situation is, it's kind of like someone's offering you something that you would feel very happy about, and I feel like maybe that's making you feel in some way seen or appreciated in some way. Now, if that isn't got to do with romance, it could be that there's a shared goal that you could be working on with someone that could become a partner, and this person is offering you something that will be something of interest to you because you feel fulfilled with that, and that could bring some sort of success. We have the Nine of Cups. So this success will bring you wish fulfillment, something you've always kind of wished upon a star with, and a lot of happiness and joy, like ultimate happiness for you. And then we have the Five of Wands. So there could be other competition out there that maybe you're scared of, or there's lots of people involved in the situation that like there could be conflict as well, or arguments, or even just disagreements. But this is kind of saying like, you got to fight for what's yours. You got to put your hat in the ring to even get involved in the fight. The King of Swords is about, it's in your 3D world, so it could very likely have to do with your work. I feel like maybe there's a boss that you have. It could be your manager or your boss, or someone who's maybe just got a bit more knowledge or wisdom than you do, but you could feel like this person is always very analytical, but also very like cold, possibly calculated as well, and you just feel like maybe that they could be like telling you what to do the whole time, or just trying to kind of like take a logical approach to something. You're like, do you not have any feelings whatsoever, type of thing. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So this is in your romantic relationship. So it could be a very balanced and equal time with you. They could be, you could be getting some sort of help from the person that you're with, whether that's financially, they could be helping you out, or it could be that, they're helping you with their time or their effort or their energy, reviewing things for you, whatever it is. There's some sort of assistance there, but it is a balanced relationship. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is in your thoughts. You could be thinking about starting your own business, or getting to a point where you actually are quite high up in a career in some way, but you're just focused on like having some sort of stability in your life. you know, being committed to something, and trying to keep up that commitment as well. So it could be that, you know, this is a person in your life, someone who's very reliable, that you can kind of depend on in some way, and you know that they're not just going to run away. And they could be someone that you're in a committed relationship with, or even married to. But with the King of Pentacles, it is just someone, like I say, who you can rely on. The Knight of Wands is in your desires, your passions, your energy, that type of thing. So the Knight of Wands is about you know, a very exciting times, movement forward, could be even travel, but it is about, like, you know, being enthusiastic and getting very passionate about something and going towards your passions. So maybe you need to get back into that energy, because like it says, maybe you've been like in your own way, and maybe all you need to do is get out of your own way and focus on what makes you happy, focus on what you desire, like focus on things that get you excited and get you up in the morning. The Knight of Wands as well could be a person in your life who's like this, but sometimes someone who's like this is not very committed. So maybe you need to be a bit more committed, or it might be someone that you're dealing with that is kind of like hot and cold, in and out of your life, and you do desire them. There's a lot of like attraction between the two of you, but it's kind of, you know, trying to you know, tie someone down who's not that type of person, and maybe you're, you know, you enjoy them or love them or like them a lot because of, like, you see the potential of what they could be, you know, with you, but they're just not that person, not right now anyway. Like, there needs to be more growth on their side. So what's the Six of Wands? Judgment in reverse. So you could be I feel like you're too focused on like, what's my next move, what do I need to do, and in order to get out of that energy, it's kind of like focus on like your own you know, putting yourself out there in some way. Stop worrying about, is this what's meant to be, or should I do this, or is this the right person for me, or is this the right job for me? It's kind of like, just put yourself out there and like success will come. And then we have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're doing this and you're so worried about it that that's why you're like, well, what if I make the wrong move, type of thing. You could be not sleeping at night because you're stressed about something, or maybe even feeling very upset about something. But this is basically saying, like, you need to get out of that energy and focus more on getting out there, and you will get the success that you're looking for. So what's the Six of Swords? Sorry, the Six of Swords. The King of Swords is the Six of Cups. So we now have 3 sixes on the table. So we have the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So Six of Swords is the one that's missing, which means that this whole reading is about you having a very difficult time in your life and needing to move towards a much easier or peaceful time in your life. And that will be happening, but you have to learn the lessons first. There's something to take from the situation. Maybe that's what the wisdom that you're gaining that we don't see coming, is that you're going to learn those lessons. So with King of Swords and the Six of Cups, this could be someone from your past that you're thinking about this week, someone who's quite cold and calculated, like I said, but someone who's also very analytical and logical. But it is just a situation where you might feel like a child around this manager. Like, you might feel like you have to ask permission, or you might feel like you know, there's like a little person in you, as soon as you get in front of this person, whoever this person is, like, they just make you kind of panic and like, oh my god, like, you know, like you feel like you're a kid again in some way. With the Knight of Pentacles, I do see that you are putting a lot of hard work into your career at the moment, but not kind of like just huge amounts in one shot. It's kind of like slow and steady wins the race, like lots of commitment and consistency. So what's the Six of Pentacles? We have the Four of Wands. So this is definitely a very balanced relationship. Like I said, maybe you're getting some sort of help when it comes to like a home situation, like maybe you're living with them and you don't have to like pay anything, or they're making most of the contributions, or it could be that you guys just have like the foundations built enough that you can ask for help if you need it, and they're happy to support you in some way, like they're being very generous with you at this time. You guys could also be celebrating some sort of milestone as well in the next 2 weeks, and it's just going to feel very kind of balanced and connected. With the star at the bottom of the deck, I do see this is Aquarius energy here, and I do see this being a time of, you know, wish fulfillment in some way, a very healing opportunity for you both. If there's been any issues to deal with in the past, like it's time to heal those issues, and you guys are kind of just like working on things together and being very optimistic about the relationship. So what's the Six of Pentacles? Sorry, King of Pentacles. Why do I keep saying six? I've been saying sixes the whole time, even when it comes to the kings, and there's lots of sixes here. So maybe there's something to do with the number 6. Maybe Google because we did say that like Spirit is trying to guide you in some way. So, and also this is a 66. Oh my God, I didn't notice that. Look at that. Okay, so sixes are definitely important. And I think you should kind of look up the meaning of the number 6 and what that would relate to in your life right now. Maybe that's the wisdom that you need to gain. So with the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles and the Magician in the reverse is basically telling me that you feel like you don't have what it takes to either start your own business or to be like a boss in some way, or like a manager, or like someone high up. You don't see that you have the ability to do that, right? And I feel like what's stopping you is the kind of like this same energy with the co-create, with the Magician in reverse, because I did read you the protection side of the co-create because it came out in the reverse originally and I turned it around. So that's that same energy of like you're getting in your own way in something, right? And I feel like it's got to do with like your own stability or your own abundance in some way. There's too much, like there's an unhealthy thought pattern here, or unhealthy attachments that you keep hanging on to, possibly addictions or obsession. Maybe this is about you obsessing over either this reliability or this job or this starting your own business, or it's obsession about like getting into a relationship or being very stable with someone or something like that. You're too much in your own way. You need to basically detach from the situation with the devil being there. This is about you needing to break free in some way, and I feel like it's from your own thoughts. So definitely like stop thinking about it. If you have to do whatever you have to distract yourself, do that. So what's the Knight of Wands? We have the World. So this is kind of like this situation is kind of ending in some way, or whatever you're in. The cycle is basically closing. The chapter of this chapter is now over, and it's time to kind of start a new chapter, and you need to basically focus on what makes you happy, what gets you out of bed in the morning, what makes you kind of like kickstart your day and like, yes, let's do it. That's what you need to focus on. It's a new beginning for you, something very exciting. We have the Nine of Wands in the bottom of the deck. So if you've been feeling like, you know, you've got no energy left in some way, or you are just so tired of going through the same situation over and over again, like could be like patterns that keep repeating themselves. It's kind of saying like, persevere through this because you're nearly at the end of this. This is about to end, and you will be moving forward into something that's, like I said, much more fun and passionate, exciting, like something that you can be very enthusiastic about. So what's the Five of Wands? The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, fight for your like abundance, fight for your prosperity, fight for your wealth, fight for that commitment that you want. Like, you've got to throw your hat in the ring to even, like, you know, be able to present yourself in some way. It doesn't matter if there's competition, like, you put your hat in the ring. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you think if you do this, you're not going to get the rewards that you want. And again, I feel like that's just you getting in your own way. The Seven of Pentacles is about needing to put in the effort. So do put in the effort. The 7 is nearly at the 10 as well, but you got to fight for it, right? Because you're not at the 10 yet. You got to keep working. So keep putting in that effort. Okay, so let's move on to your love reading. Now, that all could have been about love, but this is now specifically about love. Okay, so how does Cancer feel about their person? for the next 2 weeks. Time, waiting cycles and moments. Maybe you guys don't have enough time together at the moment, or there's something that they're waiting on from you be able to do something. Something that I think actually you're waiting on, something like you can't do something in this relationship. You can't see them right now, you can't move to the next step right now, you can't, whatever it is, there's like a time limit here. So, but we do have only you, devoted, attached and crave. So you literally see this person as the one for you, basically, with that King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I was going to say, what do they feel for you? We have foundation, established family and security. Maybe you guys have built a foundation together. You could be living together with the 4 of Wands there. But if not living together, it's kind of like you guys have that foundation. It's very strong. They do see you as someone who's family, and they feel very secure in this relationship with you. Bottom of the deck, we have boundaries, no drawing the line and enough. So there could be, you know, some sort of situation where they are kind of saying, you know, like, I can't do this over and over and over again with you. Like, you need to kind of, you know, chill out, or you need to whatever it is, like they're putting up some sort of boundaries when it comes to you. So what is the outcome for the next 2 weeks? We have clinging, holding on, obsessing and spying. So if you guys are in a separation, just know that they are kind of looking up your social media or asking friends about you or something like that, and vice versa. But I do also see that it's just kind of like, this is the person that, you know, you can kind of hold on to. Maybe you're going through a tough time right now, and it's like, that's your person. So you kind of like maybe being a little bit clingy at the moment. But only take that if that resonates. And then we have exhaustion, depletion, drain, and long journey. So there could be like some sort of exhaustion within this relationship. Maybe you guys are like, you know, far distance away from each other at the moment. And that's maybe why the long journey is there. But I also see the 9, like with the 9 of Wands, it's kind of like someone who's gone through the whole journey and you've just got no more energy left in the tank. It could just be a personal thing where, like, you know, you don't have time right now, you don't have energy right now to kind of focus on the relationship. And that could just be something that's going on in the relationship, or it could be like actual, you know, someone's clinging on to you but also exhausted of like trying to let go in some way, or you could be feeling that way. So let's see for your love life, what's going on with Cancer. We have worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. So there's something that you're waiting on. What is it? Maybe you're like waiting to move to the next step or take something to the next step, and it's like, it's not the right time yet. Like, just wait. Like, it's gonna be worth it. Just don't force anything. Maybe that's what you need to detach from. What else for Cancer? We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So maybe you need to focus on some sort of self-love at the moment, because you just are like getting in your own way in some way. So just keep that in mind, like put a lot of love and energy into yourself. What else? We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You might be struggling at the moment, or maybe like too focused on work or a business or something like that. But we do have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So you guys could be, you know, deep soulmates in this connection. Or it's kind of repeated patterns, right? Like I said, with the 9 of Wands, it's like over and over again, this person keeps coming into your life. But it is like, there is something here where you do need to put love into yourself this week or these next 2 weeks. So just make sure that you are doing that. Even if you are in a relationship, if there's any sort of like clinging from your end, just try and put that energy back into yourself, like detach a little bit from the situation with your person right now. And that might bring you some sort of like healing or wisdom that you need. So let's see, Cancer. We have I'm afraid to contact you. This is usually for people in separation. We have I regret lying to you. And we have I hide behind material things, which could be, there's a lot of pentacles in here, so it could be. And then we have it's time for me to heal now. So there's that hermit energy. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for your love readings or the following week again for your general messages. Take care.